lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you back to an old-fashioned kitchen counter thrift haul, which I haven't done in a while. Now, I have some things here I want to show you that are already currently for sale in the Old Curiosity Shop. The link is in the description box below the video. And things will run for auction about 7 days, but sometimes I've already listed them 1 or 2 days ago. So, if you're watching this video 6 or 7 days out after I release it, some of the things are, the stuff may already be gone. And I just want to say that because a couple people have gone and they've watched old videos and then they go to the website and they say, I don't see what you said you're selling. And that's because it already sold. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. Now let me show you what's what. We'll start over here with some things that are going to come back in the autumn season, which we're not there yet. Okay. Anyway, so for the autumn, we're going to have a hen on nest. Got to dig around to see which company made that one. As you know, that's hen on nest is really popular, and several companies made them. I think I have 2 of these in amber. This stuff is not ready yet. Just kind of teasing you with autumn season, which is a month and a half away. Can you believe it? A month and a half away. Well, about 7 weeks, we'll say that. And then these over here, I think this is Jeanette. I don't remember, but more than one company does this crackle pattern. The collectors call the L.E. Smith crackle pattern by Cracky. And sometimes you'll hear it called Tree of Life. This, I think, is Jeanette. I'm almost certain this is it. This is the Jeanette because it's their sort of flora gold looking marigold color on there. Now, this is not Carnival. Carnival glass collectors don't call this Carnival glass. It's iridized. It's iridescent glass, but it was not made during the Carnival glass period. So technically, these are really just iridescent glass, but if you want to call it Carnival glass from the very end of the Carnival glass period, I suppose you could do that. Little juice glasses there, or whatever you'd like to drink out of them. These are also going to come back in the autumn season. Now, the 2 Stephen Maschlach, did I say that right? I love getting the Maschlach. I'm probably Maschlach, 1989. Talked about these before. Those 2 stems are up for sale. This is hand-blown, handmade artisan wine stems. I'm selling them cheaper than anybody else. Now, I don't know what the final bid will be, but I've got mine listed, I think, at $40. And a lot of folks are listing them for way more than that. But I got a good deal, and if you like them, you might be able to get a good deal as well. No chips, no cracks. Beautiful iridescent glass. Reminds me of Steuben Aurine or Favril by Tiffany, but of course it's not. But still beautiful, iridescent. Those are not cracks. And they're signed by the artist and dated. If you go back and watch a video from 2 or 3 days ago, you'll get more information on the artist. The little cat, the little made in Japan, and he's got black and orange on him. He'll come back during Halloween season. I just found him, and while we're talking about cats, I finally found a nice old frame for my favorite picture of the supervisor, and here he is, still supervising. This is my favorite little picture of him. That's the old cat, Salem, and you all know his story. Most of you do. So there he is. I took that picture a few years ago. He was asleep on the window in the sun, where he would sun and sleep all afternoon. And so there he is, and it's an old frame. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. We'll put it somewhere. But there's the supervisor. And then more than one company, even McKee made these. Yes, we were just talking about McKee the other day. But this is not a set by McKee. At least it's not signed McKee. And the McKee pieces that I've seen are signed. So I don't know exactly who made it. it could be any number of companies right around 1900 or so. And this is the dresser tray, and in a heavy opaque milk glass. We can see. You can see my fingers through there. And there, of course, there's no marking on it. Now, what's really, and this would be a dresser set, or what would be called a toilet set. And there would be all kinds of pieces, many different little soap dish and little trinket dishes and small perfume bottles and all kinds of things. These two bottles back here may not have been made with this one. The coloring on the decoration is a little different. I bought them together, so I'm selling them together. They don't both fit on this tray because these are very large. Now these are hand blown, and you can see the roughness right here where it was snapped off. And what is really remarkable about these, whether it's your style or not, I never find these without paint loss. I don't know what it was about the stability of painting this white glass or the stability of the paint in those days, but it seems as though the paint is always chipping off of these. This set is in remarkable condition for the amount of paint that's still on it. And if you've been collecting for a long time, you know. Of course we see loss, but it's pretty respectable. And the decoration back here, okay, so there's no mark on the bottom. Is water coming out of it? Yeah, because I clean everything. And all types of tonics and lotions and potions and things could be put in here for the ladies' toilet, which was probably an oak washstand right in the bedroom for folks without indoor plumbing. So all three of these are going to go together. The other remarkable thing is there's not a chip or a crack on any of it. Look at these edges. Not a chip. So if you like this, you can mix and match. That's your thing. Go for it. It's really pretty. There's the uranium glass McKee innovation. We talked about that with the lamps. If you want to see this baby glow, 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 check out the auction website, Photographs. Innovation introduced in 1916 and obviously still being made into the 1920s, of course, because here we have colored glass. But remember, it's pressed glass with wheel cut flowers, and that's that innovation pattern there. Then a little dresser box, a little trinket box here, beautifully done. Now this is a decal rather than hand painted. There's no mark on the bottom of this at all. Nothing. And so I am not going to be able to tell you exactly who made it. I don't think it really makes a huge difference. It's a beautiful, either late Victorian or very early turn of the century dresser tray, a dresser trinket box. And boy, that redhead has got some hair. Isn't she purty? She's looking very late Victorian, isn't she? She hadn't bobbed her hair yet. And we have one little, let's focus, a little corner chip right down there on the inside, but no other chips or cracks on this. And it's a nice, just nice color, almost a light tan, and then into a rose, and then a brown color, a russet. Is it russet or wine? I don't know.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Well, look what I found in the alley behind my building. That's the street out there, obviously, and that's heading in that direction is 12th Street. Did I just make everybody really dizzy? This isn't really a street that people drive down, although you can. But there are trash cans over here. Up there you can see it's pretty gritty over here. It's an industrial part of the city. But look what I found. This is a circa, it's at least as old as, I'm going to say it dates between 1900 to 1920. It's an oak folding chair, and it's in the trash. Now, it's got problems right here, and this is why it ended up getting trashed. Paris Manufacturing Company, South Paris, ME, USA, number 46. Ooh, there's an issue down there too. I have not unfolded it yet. Ooh, and there's an issue there. Okay, somebody really sat in this and did some damage. Let me turn the camera off and then I'll unfold it. We'll be right back. Okay, I've moved to another location. I cannot open this chair, sadly, because of the damage. These metal brackets here, which hold the arm to the legs of the chair, so to speak, it's completely bent, and it's riveted in there. Now, the woodwork repair is rather simple. Lots of wood glue and clamps, but I'm going to have to drill this out. See, it's not screwed in there. Here's the good side. Yeah, and you can see, and then but it's been bent over here, and I'm going to have to drill this out and then bolt it back in there once all the wood is repaired. But there's a slight bit of damage here. This can be repaired. It's not beyond, there's nothing missing. So the good news is it's not beyond repair. And it's nice old golden oak. And this appears to be maybe some type of a... beach chairs often had canvas backs, but this is a little folding portable chair. It sits very low, so it could have been a beach chair, a deck chair, just, you know, something for the backyard. And it's good old oak. And even if I don't do the repair, it's worth saving these old oak slats, because this is 100-year-old golden oak, and it's worth salvaging, at least for the wood, if I do not go ahead and turn it, repair it as a workable chair, usable chair. Okay, that's the kind of thing I like to find, so we'll throw that in the back of the pickup truck and put that in the box of projects to be tackled. Nice. And a little dish here for whatever you'd like. Also, now this, I think this is got some hand painting and maybe some decal. This is German? Bavaria? Yeah, CS Bavaria. Okay. I've got all the information on the website. I can't remember it now. But there's no damage to this. It's very delicate. Reticulated. Reticulated or articulated? I think it's reticulated. It's got holes in it, but they're supposed to be in there. Now the two vases, aha! That one, I'm going to talk a lot more about that in another video, but right now we're just going to go ahead and tell you it's Brush McCoy, not Burley Winter, and I'm going to go into that later and show you my how I came to that. It's got a I think a vellum glaze with a mottled look there in that wonderful color that was so popular, right in that sort of. But this was made in the 30s, and it's got a matte finish on it. And sometimes they call this the pot with the two ears on it. And you see, there's nothing on the bottom of it. And these were inexpensively made. I think they were sold at places like you know, little gift shops, but it's a nice pot from the 30s. There's one little glaze skip right there, just right there, but no damage on it. And I hope you were able to really see that glaze. It's a nice one. Who made that? Everybody was guessing, and a couple of you got it right if you check out the community page on YouTube, not on Facebook. I don't have Facebook. Or Twitter, or Twitter, what's the other one? Instagram, I don't have that either. So you got to go to the just the YouTube site, and there's a community page. And I post pictures on there, and it's fun. And I said, who made this? A lot of people thought Van Briggle, and I can see why. Guess what? That's made right here in Pennsylvania. The company that made all that Yorktown dinnerware that's floating around every thrift shop I go to. Yes, it is Fultz Graf. This is Fultz Graf. What? They didn't make art pottery. Well, they started out very utilitarian. I don't remember when, in the late 19th century. And they were making some art pottery in the 30s and 40s. Here's one that's going to date to the Depression. There's no damage on this at all. It is chip and crack free. It's a beautiful glaze. I love that sort of arts and crafts minty green colored glaze. It's kind of an eggshell or a matte finish. We only have numbers on the bottom, that's it. No mark on it, because when these were made by Fultz Graf in the 40s, they had a foil sticker label right there, and kind of in an Art Deco shape, and sometimes the keystone would be on there because Pennsylvania is the Keystone State. It's actually a Commonwealth, but let's not go down that garden path. So Keystone Pottery, Fultz Graf, all day long. A nice tall Fultz Graf vase in really good condition. It's the second nice old 1930s 40s piece of Fultz Graf that I've had, and we're not too far where I'm speaking from York, Pennsylvania, outside of Lancaster County, where the Fultz Graf was made. So there you have it. It's Fultz Graf. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Remember, we're going to be doing autumn items when we get into very early September. We'll pull all the autumn things out. But the other things over here are currently for sale in the Old Curiosity Shop. I want to thank everyone for watching. It's Friday. I hope you have a nice weekend. I'm on my way to see a playmate who I have not seen in probably 40 years. Well, maybe not 40 years. I'll say I probably have not seen her in 35 years. I think we were like 18 years old, 19 years old when I last saw her. We're going to have dinner and sit outside in the backyard in folding chairs, swatting Jersey mosquitoes, eating crabs and eating Jersey corn. And there are going to be some other folks there as well, some family, and I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you get to do something enjoyable this weekend too, even if it's just to read a good book or watch a nice video or something like that. All right, that's it, old supervisor. I'm Scott the old. I'm Scott in the old. Yeah, the old. That's right. I'll be a senior citizen next year at Goodwill. That's right, age 55. You get your discount. I got 1 year to go. Enough of that. Thanks for watching. So long for now. Wait for the cat.